So today we're going to talk about whether or not Sentinels are copying my ideas. And the thing we're talking about today is the defending Viper wall on C on Haven, because here is what most teams have been doing this past year, where you start off with a wall that goes from C across into garage and towards the garage door. But Sentinels are doing a slightly different wall, and I'm going to put up a comparison now on the screen of the two walls, the Loud wall and the Sentinel wall side by side. The Sentinel wall will be on the left here, and you can see that there are some minor differences. The Sentinels wall starts closer to the platform than it does for the Loud wall. It also extends much further than the Loud wall does as well. And also, if you look at the garage choke point coming in towards the C site, you'll see that the Sentinels walls doesn't go through it, whereas the Loud wall does. Now, we'll get into why Sentinels are doing this in a second, but first, let me show you a clip of my stream a couple weeks ago when I was watching a game of Focus versus Foot and first stumbled upon this idea.
Credits for Lime and Fizzy just desperately trying to hold on to the rifle, and that's going to
So
be
instead of
removed as well.
this,
So not saving is definitely going to cost them. And okay, maybe you could argue that some of the lower buy rounds have definitely been the better ones for Focus.
and then this turret on here.
This is not going to be a pretty buy.
Can only imagine how that paranoia
Sneak past it.
the devastation that would have reigned, but
Now, you might notice that the wall that I drew compared to the Sentinel one is a little different, but if we actually come about a week ago when Sentinels played against Moist in their show match against that team, you will see that the wall that Sentinels were putting up is almost the exact wall that I drew. But now let's talk about why you would use this wall. And really, as I alluded to in the little clip there, it all has to do with this turret, which is the absolute meta turret, coming and putting it here on the little haystack or by it. And essentially that sees, if people push out of garage, and it's also going to see if people push out of mid. But if we have this wall up, well, then we can sneak past the turret and potentially get right up in your grill and be sitting, much, much deeper than you would ever expect, because you would have thought that the turret will go off. Now, if we skip ahead a bit in this Sentinels versus Oxygen game, you can actually see that after Oxygen realized they were doing that wall, Oxygen then changed their turret location, and they started using their turret here in the window instead. And this turret in window will pretty much do the same thing, right? It'll still be able to see if you get ahead of this wall, most likely, right? I'm guessing at least. And of course, it will be able to see if you push down mid as well. So there are still ways around it. But this turret has some problems when you use it on the attack side. And the first one is very obvious, right? That whilst, yes, this will check if I'm pushing out of mid or if a defender is pushing out of garage, it will do that for you. But I can just destroy it from back here on B, right? I don't have to be actually pushing to destroy this turret. It's very easy to destroy. Whereas the one that normally goes in the normal position, I have to actually be out pushing to destroy that turret, right? But this one, I can be chilling, just defending on B and destroy it anyway. The second problem is where I can go with this turret as a killjoy, because here if I place the default turret down, you can see that I can go all the way down to C, right? I can get onto the C site and help support my teammates here on C if I need to, and the turret will still be up, right? I can't really get over towards A, right? I'm kind of trapped over towards this side of the map. That won't be great for me, which is why, you probably don't see a ton of killjoys, joining in. They might lurk for these A hits instead. But if I come and show you what the other turret looks like, it doesn't really help, right? If I come and put this turret here, you might think, oh yeah, you can't go towards C, right? Like, you literally just can't go towards C. As soon as I even swing this, I'm out of the range of the turret. It's down now, right? So I just can't go towards C at all. But really, it doesn't help me towards A either, because you'll see I can't actually get onto the site. As soon as I actually turn the corner to get to the site, I'm out of range again. So again, I'm kind of just stuck here towards kind of, just sitting all, cramped and sitting back here on little flank watch, much as I would with the other turret anyway. So here we have forced our opponent into doing a turret that is much easier to destroy and really limits the killjoy's range of you can't really go towards A and you can't really go towards C either. But some of you might be thinking, are there further trade-offs as well with this wall, because it doesn't cover this little choke point here towards garage, right? It's not going to help you if they come and do a C split on you like this, because these people coming out of garage are already ahead of your wall. And that is true, but there is something beneficial about that as well. That if your opponents come and just do a full C rush, and don't take Garage at all, what that means is if you have players in Garage, it's actually easier for them to get out onto the site as well to come and help with the C defense. So yes, whilst it might be bad if they do a C split, if they just do a full C rush, it actually might benefit you as well. And some of you might be thinking as well, do you not lose this little pocket that with the loud wall you can see we create a little pocket for the Viper to, or whoever to maybe play in there as well? Well, that is true, but let's take a look at a round, at a C hold from the Sentinels versus Oxygen game, and I want you to keep your eye on how well they managed to hold onto the backside, and also the fact that they're able to come in from Garage and help the defenders on C as well.
We in the champ.
We're gonna listen to it, by the way.
4C.
You smoke C, bro?
They have one vandal. They have one vandal.
They shocked backside.
Yeah, I'm looking for dirt.
No, no,
I
that's
have
not.
line A.
We'll flash up Bravo Zeta.
Leave one on the line.
Leave one, by the way, guys.
They smoke one. They can walk here. I can't see.
Can walk.
Dude,
I'll
Bank
dog
out
it,
is so
okay.
funny.
You guys can stay two, stay two. Okay.
Can you lean towards garage?
They killed you.
Garage.
Yeah,
I'll
can
dog
you
it now.
smoke C?
It didn't hit my shirt. They missed it.
Are you smoked off, John?
No.
They
Okay,
smoking.
I'm garage now. Up in A. I'll leave, Brian.
KJ has a vandal. He's working picks.
Sova has a vandal wave.
Okay.
They have
I
two
think they bought. I
vandals.
think they just bought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
they
about.
bought.
They have 3 vandals, bro.
Oh shit.
I have a line.
I'm
See
jiggling
one?
short.
So you want
They
smoke
shot
garage?
from B.
You're alone, Zach. I walled up for you. Maybe up default. I'm gonna come through default.
There they are.
Default done. One more. So
Nice,
backside. I have the wall. Could go garage.
The Viper wall is so good.
Smoke mid side.
Yeah, do it.
Smoke.
I'm coming default. My wall's dropped in. Yeah, wall dropped.
Good play,
Wall
guys.
dropped. I'm getting in smoke.
Ready to flex
One more
side.
garage. One more garage.
Gosh, Jordan's dominated.
Front garage.
So did Sentinels copy my idea? Well, honestly, maybe. I don't know. Kaplan does follow me on Twitter, so it's possible. It's possible that he did see it on my stream. But also, I think it's just cool that Sentinels, are taking this kind of, idea that's been around for a while now and, looking for ways to try and improve it and causing problems for their opponents as well. I just thought this would be a cool thing to, shout myself out and pat myself on the back that even if Sentinels didn't copy my idea, at least I'm having the right ideas.